Well, there's one for each continent of the Earth.
Right.
They're all quiet. They all have stillness, and they all have an interiority because they're still. They're very slow. They're very ancient. This building here is Mammon, really. It's all to do with money, and that one there,
Yes.
the cathedral, is to do with the sacred, and in this particular form here now, the stones are the same that the cathedral is built of, and that this building is built of. So it all comes from the same place, but there's a debate between Mammon and the sacred. Anyway, that's what we're thinking about
Right.
when we were doing those heads. And if anybody's interested, they are dedicated to beauty, peace, and joy, and contemplation. I leave a lot of the surface untouched because nature is the best artist and time is the best artist. So that's what I think is particularly beautiful, is this marriage of real nature, where nature has done her carving, and then I come along and do a little bit of carving as well.
They look quite wise, don't they?
I think they've seen a lot. And this is a good thing for them to see now. Amazing. If it's what I think it is. I hope it is. Feels like it is.
I believe there's a lot of us have somewhat of an inarticulate belief that, the system can change. We don't really know how, and we don't, how do you feel like?
Well, I'm pretty scientific about it. If you look at how things work, what they're made of, from a very material point of view, you'll find that there's great beauty in there, and great mystery of power. You look into a piece of stone, for instance. You look into the structure of a molecule, for instance. You look how a tree works. You look at what a cloud is. If you look in and in and in and in and in, you'll find beauty and strange power, which is metaphysical. It goes beyond the material. We feel, we interpret, we're intuitive, and we're contemplative. And the more we think about this sort of thing, about how do you turn our lives into beautiful lives, which everybody would like, surely. How do you do that? It's a good project. You have to keep thinking about it.
We do have to try. It's getting kind of tricky, I tell you.
Yes, but it's a lot of things are getting uglier. Too many people are having difficult times. If you're functioning on some very primitive instincts, which is survival, which is short-term survival, greed is a very healthy, a very healthy function. It'll really get you a long way.
Yeah.
It's lizard brain. You're going to eat what's in front of you if you're hungry, kill the other guy before he gets there. But it doesn't work when you've got a community that's responsible for the earth. You have to think bigger. But mankind, we've all got lizard brains. Fortunately, we've also got imagination and logical thinking and the ability to look at the evidence of what's good for people on the earth and what really, really isn't. And this system of money love is ridiculous. It's just farcical as a system. It doesn't make people happy. You can have very little money and have a very good life, but if you're disrespected and treated like a robot, robbed of your humanity, it doesn't work. Ain't gonna work. I do want everybody here to be aware that these creatures could be giving them a nice blessing if they wanted them to, because of their stillness, because it's unworked stone, a lot of it, not all of it, but the rough bits. That's a real bit of wild nature in here. There's not much wild nature here. Some trees.
While we're doing that,